My dear friends, of late I have taken a great interest in the ill-fated Carlisle expedition of 1919. I have traveled the world to places as far-flung as Shanghai, unraveling the threads of this great mystery along the way. I believe that I have made an astonishing, and to be quite truthful, disturbing discovery. I am returning to New York and wish to present to all of you my findings. I would like us to meet at the Hotel Chelsea in New York on January 15th at 6:30 p.m. I know it has been a great deal of time since I have spoken to most of you, and I apologize for that. Regardless, it will be nice to see all of you again and to catch up. I should have the final draft completed by the time my ship docks in New York Harbor. I eagerly await your reply and look forward to seeing you all. Sincerely, Jackson Elias.
All right. What is up, everyone? All of you people out there. Yes, I am streaming this. Who knew that I would be back eventually one of these days? Somehow we are here. We are back and we are rolling the dice. And if you'll notice, we've got some new faces, a couple of old faces that are still beautiful faces. Yes, yes. I'm talking about myself anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you who might be watching live or watch the stream later on, we appreciate you. And yeah, let's go ahead and introduce everyone. And I will start with who? How do I do? Right, my left, Magic Man, our gracious DM, because I don't know my rights for my lefts at the moment.
All right, welcome back, everyone. After our long hiatus, I am Magic Man, and obviously you see we have some new cast of characters, as some of our other casts had business elsewhere. But fortunately, Jackson Elias had many friends, and Gordon Ramsay had a huge friend list, and these new players have been called upon to assist Athena and Tess in their crusade to fight the eldritch god Nyarlathotep and his mad plan to destroy the world.
Woo! All right, and to my right/left of I think this is somehow moved around. We have got my friend WestMittenMando. What's up, sir? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your character?
Let's see. I am William Lewis. I am a human from the Midwest, up in Muskegon, Michigan. I fought in World War I under Sergeant Dan Daly in the Battle of Bellawood. I don't like you very much, or your goblin allies.
What
can I say?
It is what it is. It is what it is. Tess is still not going to be with us quite yet, so we will do.
Hey, I'm here enough.
Oh, okay. Would you please introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Daphne. I'm playing Tess Carlisle, British entertainer and resident Dampier. I enjoy, aside from entertaining, singing, dancing, sometimes playing cards, also very good with archaeology. So think if Indiana Jones knew how to do a really good high kick. And also had a pet raven named Poe.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. And we have got Jackspade. Please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Well, hell. Thanks for having me on. My name is Jackspade. I am a content maker over on Twitch and YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at Jackspade. I just generally like to play TTRPGs and RPGs and stuff on stream. I make my own content. Look out for me in the future. Today I'll be playing Valto Clay. He's a battle master. He uses a shotgun and a big ass hammer.
Very cool. We like hammers. All right, and we've got the drama goblin. You please introduce yourself, sir.
Hi there, I'm Max. I run the Drama Goblin YouTube channel, perpetually making my return video. One day I'll be back in the game, but regardless of that, I today will be playing the role of Eddie Nash, a Texas-born goblin of the northern ends of the state, a farm boy who served his duty into the country in the war, and now serves as, well, just a goblin who wants to do the right thing.
Fabulous, fabulous. All right, and then, of course, we have myself, the wonderful Athena Storm, artificer, creator of all of your firearms and bombs and grenades and all of the things that go boom. And yeah, I am excited to be back and doing all of this stuff and rolling the shiny, clinky math rocks. Let's see if you can. My math rocks. Yes.
Clink like math rocks.
The math rocks. All right. Magic Man, take it away.
All right. Lastly, left off, you guys were in Australia, and part of your investigation into what was going on here, and you found out in a warehouse that they're supposedly extracting machinery or technology of an ancient ruined city deep within the deserts of Australia. And you guys got into a big argument of how to thwart Nyarlathotep with drugs in the Dreamlands. Originally you guys you were about to enter the city, but since now you have some new players, we're going to do a bit of a soft reboot rewind. And now the original party members have been recalled, and now you have those new people because you contacted Ramsey, which was his Weiss's will writer. So we're gonna set the scene. Athena and Tess are sitting in a tavern waiting for the new recruits to show up. You know, they're a little annoyed that everyone else had to drop out a bit for the personal stuff. You know,
the typical spies. The spies don't even know how to properly spy on things, and since she's doing the drugs.
Now he needs to get her drug addiction. So yeah,
and the cleric and all of the others, the bookstore owner doesn't even know how to read the books properly. We need the Germans. We need more of the Germans. You Americans. Ugh.
Well,
at least I have you, Tess.
It happens sometimes.
Tess, you and I feel as though you and I are the only brains in this entire operation. The entire world is gonna go. It is going to end, and it's going to be you and I.
Quite possibly, and I definitely hope that nothing happens to you because I'm pretty long-lived as a Dampier, so I might get bored.
I forget. This is probably not a very very kosher thing to ask, but how old are you?
Oh, well, let's see. My father was a vampire. My mother was a half elf. So I would roughly yes.
Mein Fräulein, you don't look a day over 25.
Well, I think Daphne's still technically aged. It's just that they age super slow, so you're not like immortal, Daphne.
Oh, yes. Oh no, we age very, very slow. I know this. To humans, we're immortal. To everybody else who knows better, it's like, hey, you're still young.
Yeah. I thought would a dwarf out age Daphne? I think sort of.
No, well, it depends on what the Dampier is mixed with, because I'm mixed with half elf.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna live super long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perhaps one of these days you will bestow your gift upon myself.
Well, that sounds kind of saucy, Mando. Jesus.
Well, I don't know if I can,
Well,
but if I can't, I'm pretty sure my father could.
I don't know if Danders can even make a normal person a vampire. I think you have to be like a full ass vampire to do that. I don't know if
You know what?
Okay.
Nobody asked you. This is Athena trying to flirt. Okay.
Okay. I mean,
Oh,
no,
Tries
I
to-
understand you're flirting. Honestly, I'm
Tries
just
to
saying,
ingratiate herself
I'm sorry,
with her dad.
this. But anyways,
I'm not
as you
entirely
are bickering about
sure
your
if I could, but-
flirtations, you see the three Mitten, Drama, and Clay come in, and they're kind of looking confused because you guys are aware that Rams. You all know Jackson Elias somehow. You know, like you met him at least once or a few times before he died, and you're looking for these people called Athena and Tess. So who of the three of you wants to roll a perception check to try to find them?
I'll do.
I'll do that.
I can roll.
The first check of the game. Oh my.
All right. So we do the
14.
dice here. Physical is fine.
Yeah, physical or digital, as long as you're honest with me. Okay.
All right. Ooh, 17 with -1 is 16. Or wait, 17 plus 2 because I have proficiency.
I have proficiency. I got a 13 because I got a 10.
So that makes that
All right.
a-
So, Vault, you guys all make the roll. You see Athena and Tess's characters just chilling and talking about some minor stuff. Who wants to approach them?
Question.
Yeah.
How obvious is it that Tess is a Dampier?
My eyes are bright golden.
Yeah,
and if I
she's a little
smile, which
pale.
I'm-
It's not like she sort of looks vampirical looking. You can't really like sense it, but she does look a little off. Like, or at the very least, she
Pretty
looks
much-
like a goth, like most vampire the
Yeah,
Masquerade.
you would notice slightly pale skin for what should be elf, half elf, golden eyes, which is not a normal eye color. And if she smiles at you, you will definitely see fangs.
Got it.
Hot.
Would it be reasonable for Valta to come to the conclusion like, oh, that's a Dampier? Or should I
Roll
make
me an
a roll?
intelligence check?
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Could I roll history?
Okay. Yeah. I will roll at that. That makes sense, actually.
I mean,
Only a 7.
Yeah. You don't know. You can't confirm. You don't know. You haven't seen that many Dampiers in your life.
For all you know, if it's nighttime, for all you know, I might be a vampire. Who knows?
Yeah. True.
That
All
weird
right.
golden eye chick.
So,
In that case, if I don't sense anything is off with either of these two apparently human
I mean,
individuals,
Mando's
then
just
I'll
literally a
approach.
human. You know she's a human for a fact.
Right. Absolutely.
She's
German.
German, though, but, you know, that's not here.
Well, I mean, that's got its own thing, so I'll approach anyway.
Yeah, I'm a very
will I.
human, so.
Me too.
And do you want me to roll a perception check? Because like I of course am like trying to flirt, so I doubt that I.
Yes, roll a perception check, Mando.
Oh,
What'd you get?
rolled a nat 1.
Okay, you don't see these people show up, and then you see these three other players show up, and they're kind of like both of you are a little confused. Why are these people here?
Yeah,
I smile.
Yeah. Also, Clay, when Tess smiles, you can see her fangs, so you realize, oh god, she is a vampire.
Valto will
Or at least
reflexively reflexively like tilt his chin up in surprise at Tess, and then immediately like regain his composure and address both of these ladies and say, "Well, are you the two we're looking for?"
depends on who's asking.
Name's Valto Clay, and I'll take off my hat and place it at my side.
Eddie will step forward.
Another American? Gosh, Carlisle, why with all of the Americans?
I prefer Texan, thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we prefer it
Eddie.
that way that you keep it Texan too. We don't want you in the union either.
Eddie's
All
gonna.
of yours, the Americans.
Eddie will step up next to Valto and will hold out his tiny hand, just a very tiny goblin with just scraggly brown hair, suspenders, and looks like he came straight off the farm. And he
That's
just
so cute.
And what? Who is your little pet? Do you have a pet?
My name's Ed Nash.
It speaks. It speaks.
How common are goblins in
They're
in
decently
Texas DM?
common. Like mostly it's mostly
Decently?
human centric, but they're decently common. So like Athena has seen a few German goblins before.
I have,
Okay.
but it doesn't mean that I don't. I have a
It doesn't mean she
superiority
acknowledges them.
complex. Okay.
You have a superiority
case-
complex, so you're against short people like goblins.
I am short.
Uh,
Athena is German, so of course, being the German, she feels as though the Germans are the best, even though we lost the war.
In that case, Volto will look down at this goblin and say, "Oh, sorry about there, friend. I missed you down there." And I'll shake his hand.
I give you a firm, hearty shake.
And I'll repeat, Volto Clay.
Ed Nash.
Charmed.
Nice to meet you, Eddie.
Nice to meet you, gentlemen. I smile back at the lovely Dampier, completely unfazed by the fangs. I go, you guys are obviously who we're looking for, right?
Perhaps. Tess Carlisle, pleasure to meet you. And you, and I point to the one who lifted his head kind of surprised. Don't worry, I get that all the time.
I imagine you do.
Well, I am an entertainer. What do you expect?
And you see that he instantly narrows his eyes at you.
I mean, granted, the last time that I met a group, someone did, for some reason, think that I was after everyone's thighs. It was weird. Strange times.
That's why I wear these, and you'll see that Volto will knock on his thighs, and you'll hear a slight metallic sound.
It's like body armor.
It's just thigh armor because he was warned by Shadow against Tess.
Tess just tilts her head, raises a brow, and then just holds up a flask, and then pours thick red liquid into a glass, closes the flask, and then drinks very casually and slowly, like, you're weird.
Enjoy your liquid lunch.
And the whole time,
It's a
Athena is
protein
just
shake.
kind of looking at all of you like, this is who, you can tell what she's thinking, and that's basically, this is what he sends us?
Are we in an area where we're allowed to be openly armed, or have we checked
you
our
are
stuff
allowed.
before?
All right.
Okay.
I mean, real.
In that case, you'll see on Volto's back, kind of like in an X position, is a giant hammer and also a shotgun. And the shotgun kind of has an odd sheen to it.
I see you have. Actually, Athena's gonna make a what is she gonna make it? Probably, I guess, investigation, because I'm gonna examine the shotgun for craftsmanship.
All right, roll for it.
Hey, that's a 16 plus.
All right, it's a good craftsmanship. It's a pretty average, but it's well maintained. You think there can be some improvements because this is American engineering. American engineering is not quite to your German standards.
Of course.
It gets the job done.
Balto, is that like the Balto? It's like the little dog that I heard about the American stories. Yes, that's
Balto actually does exist in this world. So
I know.
That's an easy misconception. It's actually Volto with a V. I understand you Krauts have problems with V's, but we'll get through it.
Wow, we're like 19 minutes in and we're already making German jokes already. Damn.
Balto, sir.
I'm Texan. I can't help it.
I see that your
That's
shotgun,
not very nice.
Is I guess for you Americans is acceptable, but if you need adjustments, I am your woman, because I can see that all of you are underarmed for this expedition that you have been so graciously allowed to attend, be part of.
I think I got all my arms. I also got guns.
Yeah, William pulls his shotgun off of his back and presents to the lady. What do you think?
And I, of course, take, and I was like, I recognize this craftsmanship. It's very, very good. Very nice. This is a cultured man, and I hand it back to him. This man is very cultured. You other Americans should learn from him with your pitiful toothpicks that shoot little BBs. Blah.
You're
All
not the
right.
first German that liked it.
Wow. Culture.
The first German? I need
So
to talk
not
to
the
some of
first
my.
German.
I need to talk to some of my other brothers and sisters. They need the education. Apparently, since the war, education has.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly
Uh,
better because the Weimar Republic's in its golden years, but it's not going to last long because the Great Depression's going to happen soon. So, yeah, Austrian funny mustache man's going to happen. But that's a whole other story for another day. Anyways,
I was actually
so
talking about that
so
today.
Athena, so you three were invited by Warden Ramsey because you were all friends of Jackson Elias, and that Elias on his deathbed wanted you guys to help Athena and Tess. You guys got to explain to them a bit of the plot. I can help you fill in the gaps a bit.
Since the spy is no longer here, we can speak freely now. Wonderful, wonderful. Previously on da 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 da.
Just to kind of help me set the scene here, we're in a bar, right?
Yeah, you're in the back end of the bar, so it's not too bad.
Volta would kind of like usher towards a booth or a set of tables that are close together.
Oh boy, it's just like one of my
I
penny
would join.
dreadfuls.
And before everyone kind of sits down to get down to business, Volta will order a round of drinks at the bar. And start bringing them over.
This one
Alright.
is
Oh,
better
thank you, sir.
cultured than I thought.
How much?
1 gold. Are you just getting normal beer? Are you getting a special?
Volta's getting whiskey for himself. He's getting something red for Tess. And he's just getting straight up beer for everyone else.
All right, that's going to be about like 3 gold. That's going to be 3 golds. Also, you guys rolled out for gold. Also, you're in charge of Athena. You're in charge of the finances.
I won't have any alcohol, thank you.
Sure, no problem.
I'll take it.
You're
more than welcome to it.
Yeah.
Nadia never sent me the freaking thing
Oh,
to
dang it.
tell.
All right, well, let's just go for like about. I mean, there are restrictions. You can't. It's just for mundane stuff, so you still need to keep track of your gold, guys. So you can't just spend your 40. I think it was like 45. Let's just go for. Okay, how about 38,000?
30,000. Okay.
Yeah, 30,000 gold. This is for like.
Volta will pay for it himself with this starting gold.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you guys get your drinks, who wants to do the explaining?
I suppose I should. Because I was actually there from the beginning. Okay. For those of you who don't know, all of our mutual acquaintance, Jackson Alliance, requested some of us to come and examine some findings, some very important findings that he had, and then as we made our way downtown to New York, he was unceremoniously murdered, and thus our adventures began to discover his murderers, and we have gone all over the world and discovered there's a cult that is trying to take over the world, as most cults do. And that is the small and short of it. We're trying to prevent the takeover of the world.
Well, the plan is that Nyarlathotep, during the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse that's coming up, it's going to be a ritual across the world, but then these 3 points: one in Kenya, one in Australia, one in China. And it's going to open a portal to the far realm and unleash eldritch horrors from beyond the stars and destroy the world.
How long do we have?
It's like the pace. It's kind of like pacing, so you don't have to rush too hard.
Okay.
You are in a bit of a clock here. Fortunately, Athena and co basically took out the Kenya site, so now you're in Australia. So you guys got to find those ruins of the aliens known as the Yithians. which are vertical mollusk people. Let me get a picture of this. I'll put it in general. So you guys does that make sense to you guys?
I can't see it.
Oh, no. What I'm explaining the plot.
Oh,
So
basically where we are in the point of the story is what he's asking.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sorry. What was the connection to the Yithians again? One more time,
basically,
sorry?
they found Mando and everyone else before you found out that the cultists in Australia are basically extracting technology from this ruined alien city.
Okay, got it. And the Yithians are the ones who built the city.
Yeah, I mean they've abandoned the city's a complete ruin now. They've long since abandoned it. I posted it in D&D chat so you can see it.
Right. Volta would have some questions for these two, if they would be open to entertaining them.
I suppose. If you have the questions, I shall.
Eddie
do my
immediately
best to
raises his
answer them.
hand.
Volta will defer to the goblin.
Big thing. You said these Yithians. You said they got some mollusky bits.
Mollusk?
Well, they look kind of like mollusk, like in the picture.
You said they sound kind of mollusky. Was wondering if we come across anything like that, can I eat it?
Gladly.
Are we
such a
gonna
goblin
have
question.
the same thing with the Ukrainian, where he just does random things like jump out of windows?
I mean, no, he just did violent stuff. He didn't do that. So
he jumped out of a window the first session.
Yeah, you nearly died. That was pretty fun.
Well, let's see. Well, where I come from, we try not to waste weird stuff that looks like it could be edible. So I like to try it out for some camp stews and whatnot.
I mean, granted, if you want to eat something, I suppose you can. I mean, there have been plenty of times that we've taken out a group of cultists, and I asked if anyone was going to eat any of them, and I just pulled out my syringe and refilled my flasks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but
questions
that's
I got.
Tess.
But granted, I would say if you're going to eat them, just do it with class.
The questions I got are kind of related.
I have all
to
of the cooking supplies for you.
So, how exactly did Elias die? You said he was murdered, but
he was hacked to death by a cultist stabbing. He got stabbed.
Well, so to recap the first session, so to speak. So many of us of the first group that included myself and a few others, we were going to meet Sir Jackson at his hotel room, and we heard weird noises from his room. So we busted down the door and saw him being mutilated.
So
we pursued.
Pieces.
Mutilated is a better word, in my opinion.
Oh.
While he was trying to relax in a hotel room where he was doing nothing except relaxing.
As far as we are aware of, yes. He was reviewing his notes that he was wanting to share with us.
About the Carlisle expedition of 1923, where all died in Kenya, supposedly from gnolls. However, we found out that they actually faked their death, and they're working with Nyarlathotep to bring about the end of the world.
Yes.
Volta will take a big swig of the whiskey he's got in front of him after hearing that, and he'll say, all right, who have you found connected to the cults? Anyone of high profile? Anyone like that?
You found that Mweru woman so far, and you guys did kill her, so in Kenya. That's the only one you've really met. And also you met Hypatia Masters, who was actually who slept with Nyarlathotep and had an Eldritch Abomination baby, and they had to defeat the baby as a Gugu got them, so yeah, it was a little weird.
Some of the adventures that we've had so far have been the English word escapes me.
Stranger than my eating habits.
Compared to Tess's eating habits, no, their eating habits compared to Tess. Tess looks as if she is a saint drinking from the elixir of life.
Volto takes another swig.
Yeah, Volto,
Oh, it is.
You're just like vampires or something.
This is why I recommend that I examine your firearms or weapons, whatever uses that you have for them, so I can upgrade them to the proper capacity that we are going to need them to be. That way you don't die immediately.
You are obviously a fount of knowledge and resources out in the field. I forgot the German word for like a madam in German.
Fraulein.
Fraulein.
You're obviously well equipped for this mission, Fraulein Athena. Perhaps I should ask you another question. What kind of creatures have you faced down with so far dealing with these cultists? Vampires, werewolves, ghosts? Please let it be vampires.
Mostly
She raises her brow at the word vampires and just looks over. Like, excuse me?
Yeah, Val's pulling.
I shake my head.
Here.
Volto feels
not-
your stare but does not look.
If you would be so inclined to understand, the eldritch horrors are more of what we are facing. The werewolves and the vampires, of course, this beautiful vampire that was sitting next to me is beautiful. We do not
She's a
consider
vampire.
them monsters. The term monster is very racist and xenophobic. We do not.
Well, mostly they've been fighting Valto human cultists and monsters, monstrosities, and aberration class creatures.
Aberrations. Okay.
So,
Yeah, okay.
Very
Describing
strange shadow things. The shadowy things that came out and
shadow monsters.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
also,
those were
Mando,
fun.
speaking, you have that loud drug if you want to take it or something.
so
Sorry, what?
You have the loud drug that purple drug stuff. Purple drug stuff Nadia gave you. She didn't consume it.
Oh, the drugs. So either of you, are any of you Americans, you like your drugs? Yes, we have some drugs for you. Also, Nick Titanaries, I'm sorry, my German sucks. I know it. Shut up, you Brit.
do I recognize the substance, DM?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah,
I roll-
I'd like to investigate it.
Can I roll
Okay.
history?
I try to stay away from drugs myself.
Well, let's say history. Let's say nature check if you really want to go there.
Sure.
wanna
I can do history. I can do nature.
I want to say my great granduncle on my mom's side took a little bit too much of that cocaine bubble gum, and it kind of screwed up his brains a little bit. So
Yeah,
I
Nadia
try to
like
avoid
Nadia's
that.
character like cocaine. All right.
Yeah.
So Magic, I got a 20 on my investigation there.
All right. So
What do I-
Mitten. All right. So you basically realize that this is some sort of herbal narcotic. It seems to be made out of some sort of like lotus. You don't know what it is. You've never seen this lotus before, but some sort of lotus that has it's kind of like a slow, sparkly, glittery tint to it, and also some other herbs. You don't know what it does exactly, but you heavily believe it's a hallucinogenic drug, like it gives like LSD.
I look at the ladies and go, "May I examine? May I take it? May I take a taste?"
I hand it to him. Be my
I thank you. I take my pinky and take the nail and
Okay,
take a taste.
make me a Constitution saving throw.
9 plus. I don't think I'm gonna make this. 9 plus 3 plus 3, so 15.
All right, 15. Okay, so actually, you actually fail by 1, and your character goes into a LSD drug trance, and your eyes kind of like not glow, but you're kind of like it's like kind of expand, and you're kind of in this trance, and basically you see the room kind of warp and distort into like rainbow colors, and you can see the flow of time in a way not before, and you realize that the drug not exactly, but it kind of allows you to perceive the flow of time. If you consume the drug completely, you can probably like go forward or backwards in time. Like astral projection wise, you can't like time travel. It's just like looking into the past or future.
Okay.
But you
I
realize
like
that this
this.
drug probably is not safe. It might have dangers.
Okay.
So fortunately, you avoid the worst of it. It's just simply if you consume full drug, you're going to have to roll a D100 for luck. So that something bad could happen.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. So basically, your character snaps out of it like a minute later, and you're kind of woozy a bit as you're trying to reassess your senses with reality.
So how'd it taste?
It has a really flowery, earthy like taste to it, so it actually kind of tastes decent, all things considered.
I was gonna say it probably tastes more like kind of like opium and a earthy mushroom.
No, it's not really mushrooms. More like a flower taste, all things considered.
Oh, so it's gonna be So it's gonna be taste like opium.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Yeah, I snap out and it tastes flowery, earthy, and kind of like a honey, and it's really good.
Wow.
I want some more of that for later, but not right now. We have business to do.
And I guess next you're going to tell us there's a hint of nutmeg. Valto kind of just rolls his eyes.
Flowery? Not interested for that too, then. That sounds like some elf nonsense.
I look over at the other two and wink.
So, what was your next step in this investigation, hunting down the cult here?
I believe our next step was supposed to be the Australians. Australia? Am I correct, Tess?
The Aboriginal people?
The Aboriginals. Yes, so the Australia is next.
The hell's an Aboriginal?
The Aboriginals are the natives of the Australias. After the British decided that they didn't want to poison the prisoners there anymore, it became a country, much like the Americas.
Yeah, except we won our independence.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the Australians lost to the giant birds.
I didn't know Australia had Indians. Anyway.
I've heard some horror stories come out of Australia before. Have you seen some of the sizes of the spiders that come out of there? Ugh.
And not only are they giant, but they fly.
They fly now?
Yeah, they fly now. Giant swarms of them. They catch the wind in the spring and summer in giant swarms and just float on by, catching whatever will be in their way.
So Magic Man, as Athena hears that spiders fly, she wants to make some fire grenades as soon as possible.
Okay, you can craft that. You don't have I can get the materials for that. Also, yeah, no one's been to Australia. You guys know the animals here.
If Valto notices Athena making fire grenades for the spiders, he would like to help her with his alchemist supplies proficiency.
Okay, yeah, you can give him an advantage on that crafting roll. So, yeah. So your main objective, guys, is that you guys gotta go to the city. You gotta go for that ruined city, fight the cultists. That's like pretty much standard, and get more information.
Okay, so we know where that city is already. We don't have to hunt down the location of said city.
Still do some survival checks. You don't know the exact, but you got like a rough map.
Okay, cool.
Like you found a map of X marks a spot on it, so.
Yep. We have our point A and our point B. We just got to get to the point B.
Yes.
Flying giant spiders. Huh. I wonder if those make good shooting practice.
Track of my
watch out for the drop bears too. They've got chlamydia and herpes.
Oh, well,
Seriously.
I know what one of those is, and I just want to say I don't know why anyone would do that with a bear, and I'm not inclined to find out.
I'm not either, but they're ornery little creatures.
So Magic, I have made 4 fire bombs, fire grenades, whatever you want to call them.
yeah, so basically there's 46 fire damage to targets on fire.
46.
They call them
Yeah.
drop bears because they drop trow?
Well,
Now they
basically
drop out.
fire in a blast
drop
radius,
out.
so.
Tess thinks this goblin is amazing. She's just fascinated by the accent and the fact that this little teeny tiny thing wants to shoot flying spiders.
You want a baby carrier or something?
Speaking of,
I kind of want to put him in like a little, like one of those little baby carrier things and just carry him with me.
Put a little
I mean-
minigun inside of it.
I mean, I can spider climb, so you know.
Fraulein Storm, would it be possible if I could have one of those fire grenades that you just finished?
I hand you 2.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you
I
are.
took those away.
wondering if you could make me a couple more Dragon's Breath rounds. I've only have 4 on me.
Only 4. Okay. I will also make some. Give it
Right.
Athena, are you just making weapons in the middle of like a cafe?
This is you're in Australia, so this is probably like Wednesday for them.
Right.
Also, they drunk too much beer, so.
You're not wrong.
I'm the only
Right, yeah,
sober one here.
I'm just
well,
like,
other
so like,
than the
Athena's
hallucinogenic
like
powder.
half, like, she's not really drunk, but she's kind of like the, loosey goosey, and I'm just sitting here making grenades.
I mean, this is D&D.
Too
Like,
much.
people have done crazier stuff than this.
Too much beer.
All right, roll me an
an
intelligence check for crafting. You get proficiency because your Tempest's smart.
Let's see. That is 10 on the die plus 6, so 16.
All right, you craft them. Roll D4 for your Dragon Breath rounds. 1d4.
You get 3.
All
Okay.
right,
You beat me to it.
Mitten, do you want to do anything, or like anyone want to do anything before you leave?
Does anybody need? Are we going to be out? Does anybody need any like rations? Everybody got a tent because sleeping under the ground. You're sleeping on the ground in Australia with the fucking flying spiders sounds horrific. Unless you're into that.
Hold on just a moment. We do not sleep in the tents. We have hotels for that. You uncivilized heathen.
You do realize
you sound
that
like a
we're in
grognard talking
Australia.
about tents and stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I'm not trying to say. Mitten sounds like a grognard asking about tents. I'm not mad. I'm just saying that's a very grognard thing to say.
So
I'm
you're telling me that there's a string of hotels and casinos all the way to the city?
No. It's Outback Goonies.
Yeah, that's why I'm like everybody's got everything they need.
Oh, of course I got everything I need. My mama didn't raise no idiot. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm glad Mama raised no idiot.
But I was not aware that I had tents. Really?
It's all right, dear. I have one.
Oh, can we
You
share?
could say this adventure's getting intense.
Eddie
Slow
sits
motion
there. Eddie
just
sits
glance
con-
over and
Eddie
just slow motion drinks.
Eddie sits confused, and then he gets the joke after a few seconds.
Oh my
look
god.
over at the little goblin and speak to him and say, "That was wonderful. Thank you."
What was wonderful?
Remind me again how much damage the fire grenades do. 1d4 or
4d6, and it sets 10-foot blast radius on fire. So it doesn't. You don't roll
10
the
foot.
hit. You just roll the save. The target rolls the save.
Gotcha.
Is that 10-foot radius, right?
Yeah, 10-foot radius, so it can friendly fire you guys and set you on fire.
Yay.
I didn't know they made friendly fires.
So if the room is smaller than 20 feet across, do not throw.
Yeah. Would it be possible to get a bayonet for my shotgun instead of running around with my rapier?
It does the same amount of damage as your shotgun, so it is like 2d6. So that's going to cost 5 gold.
Okay, I will pay that out of my personal stock. Cool. Yeah, that's all I've got. That's the only thing I haven't really thought of yet.
Well, I got all my stuff sorted out already. I just gotta go get my pack from around the bend a little bit. It's a big pack, you see, and I'm very small, so I gotta kind of finagle it occasionally.
I mean, technically, you can still handle two-handed weapons, Goblin. So technically, you're not that weak.
Oh no, it's not a question of weakness. It's a question of fitting through certain widths and whatnot.
I look over at him and Goblin and ask him if he needs any help.
No, I got it. He just pulls up this massive backpack that's just loaded with stuff. He's got a fucking rifle on it that's almost taller than him.
So whenever you bring out your pack, Athena, like she's like about to take a sip and she like coughs like, oh, the rifle's bigger than the creature. Do you need me to make you Tess? How do I say this without coming across as insensitive?
Do you want one in your size?
No.
It's like the power of the bumblebee. The bumblebee can't fly because its wings are too short and it's too fat, but it flies anyway because it doesn't give a f about physics.
You don't touch my rifle. I had that thing since I was in the war.
And that is a wonderful rifle that I'm sure I was probably shot at one point in time. But it could always be improved on. I can add a stand, so that's where you don't have to hold it up. I can add wheels to it. I can add a belt feeder to it. I can add things to it to make it easier for you to carry.
So I've always
all that gizmo sounds pretty cool, but I'll have to think on it. I don't know how I feel about all that futuristic, highfalutin, city slicker nonsense being on my weapon.
So little one, I can make you.
Who you call little?
Oh. I do allow PvP.
I'm just messing with you. I am little. I'm just messing with you.
Okay. I can make you a wonderful scooter, and you can mount your gun on the scooter. Would you like that?
I lean down to Eddie and I say, if you don't fucking take this, I will.
He wants one.
You don't want a scooter to mount the rifle on?
Athena here is a wonderful artificer, and she can make the most amazing things. In fact, she made me a couple of guns.
And are you going to show off the really cool shotgun I made that is like a sawed-off shotgun that's like, yes.
Yes, Tess shows off her sawed-off shotgun. Mando, feel free to describe this.
Basically, it's so you guys know in like World War, it was World War II, wasn't it, that they had like the trench shotgun, right?
No, World War I.
No, it was World War I.
Okay, so that makes sense, yeah. So think World War I trench shotgun, but it's the magazine capacity is bigger, and it looks elegant. But at the same time, if you have an eye for equipment, you'll notice that it is made of like reinforced like titanium, like the best of the best wood stock. Like it's amazing.
Oh, yeah, also, it's kind of funny that you made embrace shotguns when your country hated them. Because the German government did label shotguns as a war crime weapon. Or
Look here, that's
No,
neither here
yeah,
nor
the
there,
Germans
sir.
weren't.
We lost the war, and I am an intelligence German, and therefore I like to reimagine myself and take advantage of the new technology. I like technology. And if we
I look
lost,
over.
I want to make sure that we don't lose ever again.
Okay, weird way to phrase it, but okay. I mean, you know, your character doesn't know what's going to happen next. Let's just go there. All right.
Well,
Wait a second.
if I ever
Yeah,
need,
because we
if
see
I
the
ever
context
need
of that.
to,
That's a weird way to say it. I'm not trying to shit on you, Mando. I'm just saying it's a weird way to put it.
I was trying to figure out a better way to phrase that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
I
could have
don't
done
know.
a better job. All right.
well,
but-
look here. If I ever need to whitewash a fence or paint up a wall, I'll be sure to contact an artificer like you any day of the week. But for now,
No, dear. That's not what that means. They work with No, it has nothing to do with art. Although weaponry is an art form, but that's not quite exactly what she does.
Oh,
She does weaponry, not paint by numbers.
This,
why are you calling yourself an artist then?
because making weapons is an art form.
Eddie looks at you like you just said the smartest thing possible, and he's like, ah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Ja, my fine friend.
I'll think about it. I've been with my weapons for a long time, though. I've gotten pretty attached to them. So,
Well,
but yeah, Valto here, however, I just know looking at him, he would love a scooter, whatever that is. Anyway,
Nah, I'm fine. Inside, he desperately wants a scooter with a shotgun mounted.
she'll probably like have something in the background, like periodically when we're like not doing anything important, she's just gonna be tinkering on like a little scooter.
All right. So, are you guys ready to begin your desert journey?
let's hit
Yes.
that dusty trail.
All right. So, are you guys just gonna go by foot?
Horse.
What other options are there
I mean, you
before
can
you?
buy a horse or a camel, or I mean.
I am not riding a camel ever again.
Oh yeah. You know, in Egypt, she rode a camel, and the camel attacked her, and she got traumatized after that.
Twice.
I mean, that sounds like a personal problem.
Would it be possible for me to make a roll and figure out if there's like any vehicles with like a combustion engine that could take us across without facing like awful terrain?
Roll perception check.
Sure. And I think
Maybe
I
you
also
can find one of those futuristic flying machines.
you said perception, right?
Yeah.
I think I heard about Australia having something like that called like
Well,
a
airplanes only fly to the major cities.
dirigible
They're not
or
going to take you to
something.
the middle of the outback. They're not going to do that, sadly. I mean, if you
12.
really want to like get there, you can just like parachute like a paratrooper, but that has its own risks.
Granted.
All right, what'd you get?
Did you
I'm
hear
a
what the goblin
Marine,
said, though? The goblin said a didgeridoo, not a dirigible. He said a
A
didgeridoo.
didgeridoo. Yeah, I heard.
Tess
I
just
just
slow
wasn't.
motion looks over and
So about what
slow
you get for your
drinks.
check?
I got a 12.
Yeah, you see some cars maybe. You're probably gonna need a car. You're gonna have to modify the tires to make it thicker, but you should be able to take a car technically. That's gonna cost money. So there is an issue. It would be a bit cheaper, financially cheaper to
Would it be possible to use any kind of connections I have from like my backstory details to try to maybe find someone in the same background as me who could kind of give us a break on the cost of a vehicle?
Do I have any
or maybe
army
trade a favor?
buddies? Maybe.
All right, let me think about this. Okay. What's your background? Is it like criminal? Like what the hell, man?
So basically it's like the secret agent or what's it called?
So
Agent?
yeah, you can roll for it. You're gonna have to roll like what do you want? Like information? I don't get it.
I'd like to see if I can find a connection here in this town in Australia, like somewhat like maybe I see a common sign between like the organization and see if maybe this organization member will be like, hey, I'll give you a break on this vehicle. You can take it from us, but it's going to cost you later, or, it's only a half off or whatever.
Yeah.
He wants to make a deal for a car.
Yeah.
All right, you can totally go there.
What would that be?
All right, roll me. I would say, would it be luck or what would you? I think it'll be a luck check. Roll me a D100. You have to get a 50 or over
sure.
to. Actually get a 50 or over.
50 or over. Ooh, 56. I never roll that well in D100s.
What'd you get?
56.
All right, 56. You just barely passed. And you know a friend named Gerald, and he's a used car salesman. So he's not like the most obscene. Yeah, he's on the run. He had to leave Britain because of some fraudulent tax evasion crap. But he's still a decent businessman besides tax evasion because he believes taxation is theft. But he has he can get you a good ride. I mean, it's not going to be the best car. It's not going to be up to German engineering, but it'll do the job.
Could it possibly, since there are a lot of us plus our gear, could we possibly get a truck?
I mean,
maybe military surplus.
They're going to have to shill some money for that. I mean, you do have a huge bank account, so 30,000 gold coins. So you do have the bank account to get a truck if you want.
Oh, can we get one of them nice farm ones that my daddy used to have? That was like you put like things on the back and you can hitch it around.
Could I leverage my connection with Gerald to get something like that? Like
you can
military
leverage your
surplus?
connection with Gerald of Australian Motors. Okay, so you do reach out to him. You bring up on the telephone. I'm going to speed through this a bit. So
Sure.
You kind of just tell him like, hey, I need a truck, like a good off-roading truck. And he's like, all right, I'll work for you. You got to pay up some money though. It's going to cost about 160 gold. So Mando, you're going to deduct that from the budget, the bank account.
Okay, that hurt my heart.
It's not that much. God, you're so greedy.
I mean, it's not that. I mean, it ain't as expensive as how it was when my daddy with that truck that I was telling you about. When the actual owner found out that he took it, he kicked the crap out of him, and he took like $5 whole.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm talking about rednecks. Anyway, so eventually you drive in with the truck, Valto. The truck's pretty worn. It's got wear and tear. It's not like broken, but it's definitely seen some better days. And also, it's been used. It's mostly used. You got loaned. Gerald loaned it out to the gold miners because there's still a gold mine craze going at this time. So it's been around. It's seen around a lot, but it's definitely this thing can get you through the dunes and back.
You see if any of you are in the back of the truck, you see Athena just scowling, I hate this.
At the mention of gold mining or gold rush, can Eddie look and see if he can find a gold pan to take along with the trip?
Okay, yeah, you can just get a gold pan for 1 gold coin or something, or you just want to find one on the street or something. What do you want to do, Goblin?
He is kind-hearted enough. He will go and buy one because he wants to support
that will just be one
economy.
gold coin. It's just a pan, really. It's not anything special.
Not special. My lord, it is a pan of golden opportunity.
All right, I will let you roll for gold mining, but you're gonna have to roll D100 for that. So if we get to a river.
Yay!
Okay,
oh, you mean you can't?
So who's going to drive the truck? Driving in vehicles in my games is dexterity based, so you want someone with good dexterity.
Okay, that's probably going to be me. I've got an 18 dexterity and proficiency in land and water vehicles.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, I remember one of my games in my college, one of my friends argued that he would have proficiency in a snowmobile because a snowmobile is aquatic because it drives on snow.
Oh my god.
I mean,
yeah, I'm like, no,
rules were no.
Snowmobiles are land-based. Snow is a solid substance.
It doesn't propel. It doesn't use a propeller or an impeller, and it uses a tread.
I know.
No.
That's what I argued. He says that's not. Snow is water.
No. Just no.
So, yeah, he was that player who kept trying to bend the rules. I mean, I wouldn't say he was trying to abuse the rules, but he was always trying to find loopholes and screw me over.
Wow.
I would have turned it around on him and been like, fine, but you have to talk with a pirate accent for the whole time you're on it. And
Yeah,
if you
true.
slip up
But
once,
anyways,
it blows up.
okay, so you guys
That's
are
a good
driving
idea for a cursed object.
You guys are driving through the desert in your truck. And okay, it's very bumpy as you guys are bumping up and down. And it's really going to trigger if you have motion sickness.
Am I gonna have to make another Constitution saving throw?
I'm used
Yeah,
to this,
yes, you got to make a
honestly.
Constitution saving throw.
All of us, even me, who's driving, and
Not really. No, everyone else is in the back. There's no seatbelts in the back. This is 1920s cars.
yeah, this is an
Yeah,
old deuce truck.
14.
You think this is
All right, you
bad?
don't puke. You're good.
You should ride on the back of a big husky. Hey, that is shaky.
Is a husky like is this a Siberian husky or a husky like is that a euphemism?
No, it's what goblin farm hands have to ride around on because most of us can't get on the horses on our own.
It's a high.
I mean,
husky?
you can ride like wolves actually as goblins. Like a lot of goblins ride wargs.
True.
Husky's the shorthand for Husqvarna. It's a type of equipment back in the States.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, as you guys are driving through the desert, you guys see kangaroos and dingoes. As you guys are driving, roll me. Who wants to roll a luck check?
I will.
Thank you. Goblins are always lucky.
All right, so a D100.
Yeah.
All right. Shaker. 38.
Ugh.
All right, 38. Unfortunately, as you guys are driving, you feel the air smell heavily of ozone, and in front of you, Mitten, you see to your horror, you see a crack in reality appear. It's basically the size of a football pole, and essentially, unfortunately, to your horror, and probably to Mando's horror, you see two giant spiders the size of monster trucks emerge out of it.
I immediately throw a grenade.
I immediately slam on the brakes, throw it into neutral, turn hard left, and down, and
All right,
then
man, you're gonna have to roll me
downshift.
a dexterity check for driving.
All right,
Holy guacamole.
12 plus 3, so I've got 15.
All right, you do succeed, and everyone's to their horror is freaking out. These two giant spiders. Okay, does anyone know magical creatures or anything? Because these aren't natural. Also-
I have proficiency in Arcana checks.
Okay, yeah, you can roll that, Mando. All right.
Oh, dude, not 20.
All right,
Nice.
Mando, you realize to your horror that these creatures are not of the natural world, and you realize from last time that the interior of Australia has a heavy connection to the dreamlands, and sometimes creatures of the dreamlands emerge out of tears in reality. And these creatures are known as spiders of Lang. They are very vicious and anti-human spiders, as basically the men of people of Lang waged war against them. So yeah, they really don't like humanoids like you guys.
Oh,
So
humanoid! I was about to say, dang, these racist spiders.
Well, they were driven out of their home by humans, so I mean, they did eat humans, so it's not like they're, they kind of had it coming. But anyways, it's combat time, my dudes. Roll for initiative and post your initiative in the chat.
Which chat?
Private chat.
This chat, stream chat.
Okay,
All
great.
right.
Also, yeah,
You just had to do this, didn't you? I'm still at work and I can't roll anything.
Oh, damn it.
What?
I'm going to use ambush as part of my battle master maneuver. So I'm going to add the result to my initiative.
I'm sorry.
Tess, do
it's
you
gonna
remember
happen,
what
I'm
your
sorry, Daphne,
initiative?
it's gonna happen. So
Is
how are you
it like
gonna
a
do
plus
this? It's gonna be
2,
tight.
plus 3? I can roll for you.
Yeah, Manoman's gonna have to roll for you.
Plus 2. We'll go with that
Plus
for right
2.
now. If I sell myself short, it'll just be for the time that I am here at work closing the store down to when I get home.
All right, done. Cool.
All right. All
I
right,
can get some
so
music.
all right,
Hold
Balto's
on.
going first. So you guys are still on the truck, so you haven't had time to get out of the truck, and the truck's reversing.
There we
Yeah.
Can I talk as a free action?
Yeah, talking's a free.
I'm gonna look around at the party and say, "Does anybody know what the hell these things are?"
Well, duh, they're spiders.
Yeah, I posted the spiders in the chat in the D&D section for to look at it. They're huge.
Right,
At least they're
I know
not
they're
flying.
spiders, but does it seem like anybody knows these things, like what they're capable of, anything like that? Because Valto has no
Athena
idea.
sort of knows. She
Does Athena let Valto know that she knows what these are?
Yeah, of course.
Do they have any kind of long-range options? Can we gun them down from a distance?
Yeah, Athena, you also have to be careful because lang spiders often immobilize their prey with their webbing.
Don't get caught in the web.
And also know
Uh,
that they're poisonous in both in their bites and blood. So
So poisonous, or do they like shoot their poison? 'Cause,
no,
like,
they don't shoot their poison. The poison's only from their blood. So you get you engage them in melee, you take poison damage, and also their bite. The webbing
Okay.
doesn't deal damage, but immediately paralyzes you as a status effect because you're just immobilized.
Mm-hmm. The only long range they have technically is their web. They can shoot the web.
Oh hell no! Valto gets out of the car and gets on the
All right,
opposite
so the car's
side.
still moving, so you got to make me a dexterity check.
Oh! I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I thought you said we pulled over. I'm sorry.
Wait, man, did you guys pull over or no? Or you're still?
Yeah, I had thrown it into neutral and was making a turn, so I was turning around to get them faced towards the
Okay, so
spiders.
you're still moving. So if you want to get out of the car, you have
Okay.
to make a dexterity
In that case,
check.
never mind. I'm going to stay in the car. In
Okay,
that
that's
case,
fine.
I will throw a fire grenade behind the car towards the spiders.
All right, they are close together, so I will roll a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Okay, the DC of a grenade is 13. So I got a 12 and I got 16. So one fail, one success.
I got a 16 for fire damage.
All right, so that's going to be 16 full, and then 8 for the success. All right, so you throw the fire grenade and it explodes in fire, and the monsters seem to scream in pain as their flesh gets burned.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right, very good turn. All right, who's next?
I think that's me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it is you, Mando.
All right.
Yeah, Mando is you. No, actually, yeah, it is you. Then it's Tess.
Okay. I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
All right, are you focusing all of them into one spider, Spider 1 or Spider 2?
There's two. How many spiders? Sorry.
2.
Just 2. I'm gonna have one Scorching Ray on one and one Scorching Ray on the other.
Well, actually, fire 3 technically. So.
Well, okay, so 2 on one and 1 on the third one.
No, there's only 2.
Yeah.
There's 2 spiders. So
the third
2 of them
ray
into
on
one
the
A
second
and then 2
spider.
in- Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Who's on first?
That is a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay.
You roll
so do I need to roll?
You roll per
again,
scorching
or-
ray.
Huh?
You roll to hit for each scorching ray. So.
Okay.
So the first ray just flies out of the air. You just miss completely because the truck's still like rocking back and forth.
Right.
The distance.
Second one is 16 to
That
hit.
does hit the first one. So roll for damage. Well, actually, roll all the hit first, then roll for damage. Let's just go. That's more efficient.
Okay. Okay.
In the
the second
distance,
one
a
does hit.
bushfire just caused.
Okay. Okay, let me take a look. And this next one is 15 to hit.
That actually misses too. So only get 1 hit.
Okay. That is 7 damage
Okay,
of fire.
7 fire damage. So you lay on more of the firepower.
Woo! And so the car is still moving, correct?
It's slowing down, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, we're making a turn.
Okay. I'm going to stay in the truck, but I'm also going to basically scream out, "This is not what I imagined. I'd rather the camel."
All right. Okay, you passed turn. Now you got to roll for test though. So you gotta get test this thing up.
I don't have her weapons up though.
Oh damn it!
Hold on, let me. I know her.
I mean, do you know the stats for the shotgun? Because I can use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking up the stats for the shotgun right now. So give me just a second, unless you have them handy, Magic Man.
I don't think I have.
Their pump shotgun, range of 20,
maybe.
2d6 damage and piercing for.
Yeah, plus modifier. So yeah, test can fire shotgun. Wow, we have an entire shotgun party. Damn.
I will say I am heavily dex based, if that helps. I am a ranger.
So am I.
True.
Okay.
So
let me see.
Daphne's gonna fire a shotgun at spider number 1.
Okay. So that is 13 on the die, and I don't know what her dex modifier is. So
Let's just go like plus 5.
Wait. Hold on. I don't know. Dex is my highest number. I know that.
So I'd say plus 3. So I'd say 18 altogether to hit.
All right, that does hit.
Okay, and then that is 2d6. Okay. That is 12 damage.
All right, 12 damage to the first one. You fire a blasted shotgun.
Woo! That is my gun. Does I create it?
I love this gun.
All right. Next pass turn, or no, actually, I think I get 2 attacks. Actually,
Oh, Tess gets 2
I
attacks.
think so. It should be an extra attack.
Oh wait, I've always gotten 2 attacks. I remember
Yeah,
This
that.
is
Oh,
a
okay.
ranger.
Yep. Okay, so I will roll again.
Tess is a ranger, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Why yes, I am. I am a ranger with a pet raven.
So that is 15 to hit.
15. That actually misses. The shotgun blast
Okay.
just goes up. It basically hits the spider, but bounces off its chitin.
Okay. And that is Tess's turn. Sorry, Tess. Mwah.
It's okay. I love you.
So whoever's next.
All right, next. I think
All
it's
right.
West Mitten.
Yes, it is.
All
So,
right, you're driving the truck, so
yeah, I'm going to look in the mirror, look in the rearview mirror. As a bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step out of the truck 30 feet behind the truck to 20 feet from where the spiders are. I'm just gonna, it's already in neutral. So it's just rolling real slow in a straight line away from the
Spiders. Okay.
spiders. So I Misty Step 30 feet, or I can Misty Step 30 feet. I'm going to Misty Step 20 feet from the spiders, so I've got a little bit of range away
spiders are
from
like 30
them.
feet away from the party, so you have range to move. So you teleport out of the truck, right?
Yep.
I do allow that.
Cool. I then have my shotgun raised with a Vorpal round. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
plus
forgot about
1
that,
to, yeah. With my plus 1 to attack on that, a 20 kills on that.
Well, natural 20.
And a natural 20, yeah. Does my champion, is that just a crit because I'm a champion, count as that too? Or
I think,
A
yeah,
nat
improved
20 is a
critical-
crit every time.
Well, improved critical means if you roll 19, that counts as a natural 20.
I was just wondering for
No,
mechanic
I think
wise if you
technically
were
you're right about that. So what did you get on your roll?
I haven't rolled yet. I was waiting for the
I
DM
would
to
say
go,
you
hey,
roll
give me a
19,
roll.
trigger in that 20 of the Vorpal round. So I would say by technicality, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Oh, God. Did not know this was going to be broken. Damn.
Yeah, I got a 2. I completely missed with that.
Oh, thank God. All right. So,
So I got a. Let's see. I got a. Let's see. I got. I want to do the math on it. I got 2, 9, 10. I got a 10, but so I still miss.
Yeah. So you waste the Vorpal round. So fortunately, you waste the Vorpal round. So yeah, you can make another attack if you can.
Yeah, I've got another one in the chamber anyway, or in the tube.
Okay.
So I rack my second Vorpal round and throw again, and I get a nat 20 on it.
Oh
No way!
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you basically killed you actually one shot the which spider? The first one or the second one?
Whichever one was not damaged.
That's the second one. So both of them were damaged, but the second one gets instantly. How do you kill it? You just shoot it through the head.
Yeah, I blow it right through the head.
All right, with your critical hit in your Vorpal round, you shoot the shotgun blast, and the cone spread is much more condensed because of the Vorpal round. And basically, the Vorpal shrapnel punches through the chin like it's hot knife through butter, and basically brains the brains it. As you see blood ooze out of its head as it falls to the desert ground, die right in front of you. You feel like an elephant hunter.
I then action surge and fire a dragon's breath round at the second one.
Okay, what does that do again? I forgot the other rules. It's like
that's set target on fire, and that's a 1d12 fire damage
well, it's
on the turn. Oh, it's already on fire? Then I'll just hit it with a regular round, though.
Yeah. Because Volto throw is incendiary grenade, so.
Yeah. Okay, regular round. 15 plus 7 to hit.
That does hit.
All right. 2d6. 3 plus whatever. I did 3 damage.
3 damage. All right. You do 3 damage to it.
And I roll for the second, for the action surge. 17.
That does hit, mate.
Plus 7. I got 4 for that one.
4 damage. So, yeah, Spider's pretty hurt. And it's a little traumatized as you one-shotted its brain.
And I still have my movement, so I move back to the truck to my compatriots.
Mm-hmm.
I look at them and I go, that's how Marines do it.
This was useful. I like him.
Yeah, you totally just oora'd that spider. Okay, Goblin, it's a past turn, Mitten, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mitten,
All right.
it's your turn.
Mitten? Are those my
No, the Goblin guy, Drama Goblin. My bad.
Yeah. What's the distance between where Eddie is sitting in the truck and
30 feet.
30 feet? Perfect. Eddie is going to use his item interaction to quick draw his revolver, and he is going to use bonus action to perform his subclass ability of Careful Aim from Sharpshooter to essentially ignore 3/4 and 3/4
Well, the spiders
and
aren't
half.
in cover. They're out in the open, so
Yeah.
it's not like...
But the main thing
Yeah.
here is,
Plus 10 to damage on hit.
yeah, plus is +2 plus half fighter level, so that would be +5, I believe, on the damage. And I will now roll the to hit. Nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
all right, double damage. Jesus, you guys are rolling hot tonight. Holy shit.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, it's the
All
first
right.
first session of the new
All right.
new crew, so
Oh shit. All right, revolver does, according to this, the revolver, as specified in Dungeon Master's Guide, does 2d8. Where's my d8s? There it is. 2.
Don't forget, I did roll a nat 1, so we are rolling ones.
Yeah, I got a 2.
And just a second. All right. Proficiency. So the first shot is 2d8 plus the. Oh, and he also has some. He has a thing that I'll look into that after I roll the dice. All right, one skiddly diddly diddly do. That is 2d8 gives double 7s. That's 14 damage. I don't know. Do we double that?
No, it's
raw,
double
or do
damage.
I...
So it would be 4d12 actually for dice.
Okay, 40.
Damn.
All right, so that's
Yeah.
14 first 2 dice.
So we roll 2 other dice, 2d8s.
All right, and
Crazy.
a 5 and a 2. So that is
So it's 14 plus 7.
14 plus 7, yes. And that is adding to that is plus an extra 5 from 2 plus half your fighter level since I aimed steady. And I believe I have the sorry if this takes a little bit. It's
No, that's fine. Take your time.
all right, and I believe I have the sharpshooter feat as well. Or was it gunner? I think it might have been gunner. Ah, yes. Gunner and sharpshooter. Here we
Let's
go.
see for this.
So it's 14 plus 7 plus 5.
26.
Yep, so yeah, it'll be just 14 plus 7 plus 5, which I believe he did the math on.
All right.
And now for the second attack.
Oh,
I love fighters. Are you gonna action surge too?
Possibly. Oh shit, it fell. Alright, let's try that again. That is a 17 plus... let me look at my bonus again. Plus 17 plus 7, that is, I believe, a 24. I assume a 24 hits.
Yep.
24 does hit, yeah.
Alright. Now, this one is just a normal 2d8. Alright. That is 8 points of damage.
All right,
Wow.
it is just barely up. Like,
And that will conclude my turn as Eddie just flicks the pistol he flicks the pistol and gives a wink towards it.
all right, so the spider basically sees this, and he's gonna go next. All right, he's gonna charge up. I think the closest one will be Mitten, technically. Or is he using the car again?
I am behind. I am like at the side of the car next to everybody else. They're just
All right.
in. I'm
So-
just the only
Whoever's in
one
the-
that's outside of the car.
Whoever's
Alright.
in the truck bed would be closest.
All right, so the spider is going to fire webbing at the car, not you. Okay, got a nat 1, so he misses. Damn. All right. The spider is just gonna be like is gonna go F it we ball, and it's gonna move up. It's gonna try to bite Mando.
Which
The
one?
heck? Well, I do.
It's gonna try to bite Mando because it can't really. Actually, it can kind of reach over Mitten, I think. Because it is
Yeah,
calm.
I'm right there too.
So the spider's gonna try to make attack Mitten. Okay, I got an unnatural 21.
That hits.
Dirty
All right.
21.
So you take.
What's up, Kadale?
All right, so Mitten, you take 12 piercing damage, and also you got to roll me a con save to avoid the poison damage.
All right. So I get +7 to my con saving. No, I get +4. +7. I got a 9. I got a 6 +7. So a whopping 13.
Yeah, you fail, and you take 4 poison damage. You suffer the poison condition for 10 minutes. Well, until the end, until you re-succeed the con save, but you're poisoned now.
Okay, I'm poisoned. How much total damage did I take?
You took 12 from piercing and 4 poison damage.
16 total.
Yeah. So yeah, you're kind of not feeling. We're kind of feeling woozy as the venom is injecting into your body.
Groovy.
All right, top of the turn order. Volto, it's your turn. You just see Mitten get poisoned by that giant spider that bit him.
Oh,
Warren Melee
fuck this.
Yeah.
Volto will use his item interaction to switch to his hammer. He's going to grip it with both hands. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, it's free action. You can totally do it.
Okay. He's going to grip the hammer with both hands, and then he is going to swing at the spider twice.
All right, roll to hit.
All right. Natural 18.
That hits.
For a total of 14 damage.
All right, 14 damage. How do you kill it?
Volto will kick out one of the legs, and as its head gets lower to the ground, he will Gallagher it.
All right,
Nice.
so you basically crush it. Unfortunately, its poisonous blood hits you, and you take 3 points of poison damage.
3 points?
Yeah.
All right.
And basically, the spider falls down. It falls right in front of the truck, barely missing you guys as it crashes into its giant body. And yeah, you guys won combat. Holy shit, that was really fast.
It's crits, man.
We come to this stupid continent and the bugs attack the bugs.
I mean, they're not
What?
natural. They're just from the Dreamlands.
That
At
was
least-
awesome.
At least they're not
Of course,
flying.
the goblin.
Oh, okay. So these weren't the
This is-
flying kinds.
No.
Oh, thank God.
9.
Woo! Balto gets back in the car.
You
and
know, if
sits
we're
down.
lucky and I find some gold up in these rivers, I can totally see myself and my family and kin moving up in here and shooting spiders every day.
I'm okay with that, my friends.
But you're not even the size of one of the spider's eyeballs. What do you mean?
Exactly. Imagine how many of us it could feed.
Oh, Balto actually hops back out of the truck. He would like to investigate the vehicle to make sure none of the web is like gumming up anything that's crucial.
I will also help with that because I hate this truck so much because of the craftsmanship.
I know the webbing was a miss, but you never know.
I will look to which one was the one who said the Marine quote?
Me.
Mitten.
He will look to West and he'll say, "Oh, and by the way, good job for a Marine."
Oh shit! Oh shit!
This is how your
Eddie
Americans.
Eddie was in the army.
This is
I'll
how
let
your
that
Americans
go.
treat your fellow soldiers. This is unacceptable.
Valto kind of like backs up with hands up in surrender. Like, I don't know the goblin on that one.
I'll let that go because I like you.
Yay!
How did we lose to the Americans?
What do you mean?
Because we've got the perfect geography.
You say that
We
like as if I'm
overproduced
some.
you. We came in with tanks and airplanes, and
So-
you were on friggin' horses.
Didn't you also come in with British assistance?
This is
Tess just
Didn't
smiles.
we come in to assist the British? Isn't
Miss
that what
Storm-
happened, love?
Miss
Neither here nor
Storm,
there, darling.
Miss Storm, all I can say to you
Let's
is
just
don't
say
be
we were-
don't be such a sauerkraut.
Tess just hugs
here.
Athena closer to her.
She just shakes her head like, I'm surrounded by the Americans. Ah! Also, hi, speaker. Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
like squeeze Tess and then go like fix the truck. Stupid Americans.
I'm gonna look around and go.
How we lost them in the war. This is so stupid. Basically, you hear all of the expletives and all of the things underneath Athena's breath, like stupid Americans.
Roll me a performance check.
It's even better if you just do it straight in German.
I, as UntamedMando, can't speak German, but yes, Athena is saying all of that in German.
As she's saying that in German, I cast comprehend language.
I mean, it's just a variant of common, but yeah, you can totally do that.
I mean, I would have to cast comprehend languages too, because I don't know very much German myself. So
Basically,
I feel bad.
You hear Athena going, these stupid fucking Americans. I can't fucking believe that we fucking lost to them. Oh my fucking gosh. These, like the craftsmanship, they're all stupid. This is, basically just that over and over again.
Okay. I just look around and I go, are any of you a medic? Any of you a
Shit.
corpsman?
Oh yeah, also meant you can repeat your con saving throw to try to fight off the poison.
Let
Oh,
me
con save.
Oh. I got a nat 20.
All right,
I
yeah,
like this dice.
Your
Oh my
American-
god.
Your American Marineness is so strong that you're able to resist spider venom.
The
You're just
recent
like,
Really?
spiting
Oh god, I
has-
love the wax running through my veins.
The recent spiting has managed to stir within him the desire to one up and show up the goblin for his hubris.
I'm just imagining
Wow.
that meme of West just being like, I wish I had more poison in my veins. I wish this sucked more.
And
Yeah.
as that exchange happens, a new bit of German comes like, these stupid Americans, what is it? Dude, they just have crack flowing in their veins. The freaking the freaking
I know
British
Nutty has
spy
crack
had
flowing through their
cocaine. Like what is with these Westerners?
And Tess is just smiling, like she's smirking the whole time. Just, huh? Look at that.
That
So-
crowd speak is such a pretty language.
Do we need to roll anything?
And then
to,
in Goblin, I tell him
roll for
you
what?
should
Like,
hear what she's saying.
do we need to
Oh,
roll anything to make sure the vehicle's good to go?
That is known.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. I'm gonna use tactical on this, so I'm gonna add a D8 to the roll.
I will also assist, so you get advantage.
Eddie
Very cool.
imagines that Athena's saying the most poetically beautiful stuff and misinterprets
Yeah, you can't
misinterprets.
speak German. You're just a redneck goblin, so you don't know it.
23
Enter.
total.
All right, Volto. The truck's perfectly fine. It's just the spider missed. It's got some webbing on it, but it's perfectly fine.
All right. I'll take out a small little knife and cut away the webbing from the crankshaft or whatever, and then get back in the truck.
Any of you able to heal me up, or do I need to heal myself?
Being an artificer, I have high intelligence, so I think I can do a medicine check. It's just not going to be great, so.
I can do second wind if I really need it later.
The
I
best
just
I can
did-
do is cure wounds, but I don't have my sheet right now.
The only thing I can do is keep you from dying on the battlefield, and that's about it.
I rolled
Gotcha.
14 on medicine check.
All right. So you want to heal someone? That you heal the person 1d4 hit points.
4. You get 4 hit points back.
Cool. I will take that down.
Well, I don't know about none of that city
12.
slicker medicines and all that, but I do know what whenever I was feeling sick, my mom used to always make us some chicken soup with all the fixings, carrots and all that. Maybe I can whip you up something to eat with whatever this giant spider's made of and all that. I'm sure nothing bad will happen with that.
As delicious as that sounds, I think I'm going to decline.
What are you?
But if you want to, you can eat it all you want.
I ain't cooking it, not yet. I mean, I'll be honest here. This meat looks kind of. He grabs a stick and pokes the dead spider with it.
This reminds me of Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh god, yes.
I'm glad you know what I'm talking about, Tess. Basically, there's a scene in Baldur's Gate 3 where your character goes up to a spider's corpse, grabs it, and licks it, and it's basically like a euphoric experience.
Everyone knows they licked that spider.
Do you really have to lick
still
it
stuck on the
right
first
here in
mission
front
with
of us?
Remember that absolute drought priestess lady? Because I can't. I try to fight her, but I get my ass kicked.
Oh, Minthara?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with her because I don't want to kill her. I want her in my party, but I don't want to sacrifice the tieflings and the druids.
Basically, turn on non-lethal.
Yeah. You just knock her out.
Yeah.
How do I? Okay.
So I think I am going to use my second wind.
All right. So
can I?
Of course.
Can Athena look at this engine and make some slight improvements? Like,
okay, yeah, you got to roll an intelligence check plus your.
I'd like to help her with that once I get done patching.
A 19.
All right, you successfully improve the engine, so the car just moves faster. It's not too bad. The engine's not too bad. It's a pretty standard engine.
Are you sure you did it right? I didn't see you do the thing my daddy does whenever he was working on a machine and throw a handful of dirt down the pipe.
Dirt. No, she takes.
And
she
Athena
takes this.
Faints. She just faints.
I've seen some mechanics throw sugar into the engine before. Makes it run smoother.
I mean, yeah, sugar is like it burns super nicely, right? If you set it on fire and stuff, it don't come off. So surely it's got to be good for the car.
Yes, you're gonna just have to drag Athena back to the truck and like fan her because she just fainted.
Volto's definitely gonna help.
Volto's doing this. Volto's helping Athena back to the car while also ribbing her and saying, "Yeah." And then after that, he'll say loudly, "We also put kerosene in there too."
Why would you put carrots in there? Oh well.
Oh, there it is.
Basically, Athena's just like, oh gosh, my heart, my breath, my eyes. These Americans are gonna kill me.
Tess pulls out a different looking flask and just takes a little drink of that.
I'll be honest, my family don't.
Okay, so
to be
that
fair
one kind of smells like vodka, by the way.
To be fair and honest, my family don't use a lot of them fancy man's machineries. We a bit too pedestrian for that,
Oh my gosh, Squeaka.
I imagine we continue rolling on, right?
Yeah, I get back in the truck and drive on.
All right,
you can't do it.
Highlight chats. I'm sorry, chat. I forgot I could highlight things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing my job better, guys.
All right,
sorry.
so you guys are after your whole spider fight, Australian spider fight. You guys are driving across the desert. Someone's got to make a survival check to find the location.
I'll do that.
Wait, we lost Tess. Oh, bye, Tess.
Probably transferring over.
Yeah.
How the hell? Another natural 20, like...
Dude, your dice
Those dice are loaded.
Okay.
Incredible.
Right, you are on the right track. As Mitten, you see tire tracks as you're driving down the desert. And you realize that actually, that you're on the right path. And then as you guys are continue driving, you see a platform of rocks. And you see looks like a man. He looks kind of crazy looking, a human male. Looks crazy. He's got long shaggy hair and beard, and he has a pack of dingoes around him. And he's kind of waving to you
Balto,
guys.
you should feel right at home. They're your people. As I point to the dogs.
Wow.
Well, at least my bark is worse than my bite.
All right, so you're just gonna stop over to the crazy man, or not really? Because he doesn't seem hostile. It's not hurting you.
I stop the truck and I slow down the truck and I pull out my spyglass and look at him and investigate him.
Roll investigation.
How far off is he?
About like 20 feet.
Okay, so my spyglass is a 2x spyglass, standard spyglass. So I got a 12 plus. You said investigation?
Yep.
So plus 2 for. Yeah, so 5, 17.
All right, 17. The guy doesn't look threatening. He's just waving you and stuff. He's not really threatening.
Okay. Are the dingoes at all
the
threatening
dingoes seem to be
to him?
bouncing the guy, honestly. So you attack the guy, the dingoes are going to attack you.
Okay, I just wanted to know if they were attacking him or
No,
if he needed help.
They're friends. They're like licking him and shit. So he's like one of their pack.
Okay, I call back to them. Should we stop?
I do believe I've read this book before. If we stop, then we're entitled to have a conversation, and then he's entitled to try to rob us with his dingo friends. Unless it's the other book that I read, and he may give us valuable information like the strange wizened old man at the top of the mountain, who says it's too dangerous to go alone. Here, take this.
I don't know about any of that. I don't read books. But I say we go down and talk to him, because those puppers look adorable.
Hey, DM.
They could eat you.
Does this guy have any kind of occult regalia on his person, like any kind of symbols or anything like that?
I mean, he has tattoos. He has this weird. I mean, he has this triangular circle tattoo with triangles around it.
Could I roll a history check on that? Could I roll history?
Maybe. Yeah, I would say history.
All right.
Would your character know the occults or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Based on the organization he's part of, you would. That's 17.
All right, so this is the sigil of the Dreamlands, and as usually it symbolizes the Dreamlands and how people make the symbol to supposedly tap into the powers of the Dreamlands. Most notably, the Dreamers, which are spelled magic users who can warp reality with the Dreamlands. It's more like subconscious magic, though. It's not. They can't use magic to the Dreamlands directly. It's more of subconscious. So when they kind of think about things, they can kind of warp reality to an extent. I mean, normally it's pretty weak, but since the interior of the Dreamlands of Australia has a very strong connection to the Dreamlands because of the Dreamtime, or Al-Saringa as the Aboriginals refer to it, this guy is decently powerful magic user. Though he does not look threatening, though, fortunately.
Also, since we have someone requesting fog to be on the field, do we get an overcast fog just kind of?
Well, do you have any of the fog spell?
No, someone in the chat was saying they pull out their vape and cast fog.
I mean, the magic vape sounds like a cool magic item, actually.
Right?
So, all right. So you guys just pull over and talk to the guy?
Sure.
Valto will recommend it for sure.
Eddie will will hop over the truck's edge a little bit to peer through, kind of just hanging on the edge, and say, "Howdy there!
Go.
My name's Eddie. These are my friends. These are some lovely doggies you got here."
Oh, thank you, my good sir. Nice to meet you. All right, I'm trying to do an Australian impression, but I can't. It's even worse than Mando's. All right, so.
Good eye, mate.
So, anyways, what are you? My name's Grogan. Nice to meet you. And basically, he's nearly butt naked. He's kind of gone native a bit. Yeah, it's not pleasant.
I lean over to Tess and I say, what is this place? Like,
Oh, these are my stones. They keep me safe from the monsters that lurk outside.
They
Does he like point at the stones that he's wearing, or?
Yeah, no, the stones, these giant stone pillars near the oasis.
Oh, okay.
And also my symbol tattoo, as he points to his Dreamlands tattoo, Calto.
So, is them their pupperinos? Are they
Yeah,
They
my
say-
Dingo friends.
they for sale at all?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Really? How much?
Oh, no, they're not for sale. No, I'm not gonna sell them. What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Why
How
are
old
goblins
does
always
this guy
obsessed
look?
with money?
How
So
old
anyway,
does this guy look?
we're going about late 20s. Definitely looks
Late
ragged.
20s?
He's decently strong, so he's not like malnourished, but he's definitely been through some shit. Like he's not
Okay. But he looks
I
older
look
than
at
all of
him.
us.
well for human at least. Yeah, he's definitely
Okay.
like
So he's my age. I'm 28.
yeah, he's like slightly around there, like maybe 30.
Okay, I look at him and I go, do you need a change of clothes?
Nah, no, I'm good. I'm good on my son. In the heat of the outback, you really my shaggy paint my shaggy. It's just kind of like it looks like a speedo of sorts. So it's like that. I mean, it's a little
Banana
more
hammock.
covering, but it's roughly that proportions. Yeah, Mando, your character's a little disturbed by that. So he does have clothes, but it's like a. Who wants to ask this guy questions?
Sir, we gotta head on to that city out in the middle of the desert, and I was just wondering, you got any way of protections for anything we might find out that way?
I'm not going back there. No, I'm not going back.
No. Sir, we don't want you to go with us. We just want to know
God, I'm not going back. Saw
if
some
you have
crazy
any way that
things,
we can
man.
protect ourselves while we're there.
What my friend is asking is, do you have any advice or suggestions or items that could protect us while we go
I don't
out
have
there?
anything, but just be careful of the bat monster.
Bad
The what?
is the bats monster?
Yeah, it's a giant bat monster. It had a giant eye. It was three-lobed. It was flaming, and I saw it. I was working at some mining camp, and I saw it fly across the sky, and I picked up some of my friends.
Could I try to figure out what that is?
That bat monster?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll intelligence.
Can I roll history?
Yeah, roll history.
I'm gonna lean over to Tess and just whisper,
Ooh.
Tess, I hope that I hope that these bats are friendly. This sounds I'm sure this sounds racist, and I'm sorry, it's not my intention. But can you communicate with the bats?
Well, as a ranger, I might be able to see what I can do, provided that it's an animal. If it's some monstrosity, then we're all fucked. She smiles as she says this.
Basically, Athena just like kind of very, very sad and dejected, just kind of like slumps down and like leans her head on your shoulder and just goes, what are we going to do?
Would you like some rum?
Yes, please.
I look
And
over at them and
I get a third flask and hand it over to Athena.
All right, so yeah, basically it's a giant bat monster. What'd you get, Calvalto?
I got a 6.
You don't know what this is talking about. You have no clue. Mitten, do you have any ideas, or Goblin?
Sure. I can roll an intelligence check. My intelligence is 6. I'm sure he'll come up with something.
Basically, his response is,
I would
that
love
sure
to.
is a big bat.
I would love to roll an intelligence check on that.
So understand the creature, so yeah. Yeah, you can roll for it. Yeah.
So yeah, I got a 2. So I'm not.
Yeah, you failed.
Can I?
That is
Okay.
certainly a bat.
Can I try knowledge arcana?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
I got
yeah,
way
that's
higher than
religion,
2.
I
I
guess.
got 3.
Oh my god.
All right.
Maybe it's one of them dirigidoos I was talking about.
I rolled a 22 for Knowledge Arcana.
All right, so you realize it's
Heck yeah.
talking about the Aboriginal deity Sandbat, which is a giant bat with a single eye. And Sandbat is the enemy of Rainbow Snake. Where Rainbow Snake brings the rain, Sandbat brings the drought. So he's like usually an evil figure. Not like completely evil like Satan, but definitely not a good entity. And often Sandbat, also Aboriginal mothers say if you don't go to bed at a specific time, Sandbat will swoop you up and eat you.
It has one eye. That's kind of weird.
Well, it's like a three-lobed eye, honestly.
So,
Athena, you're making your eyes twitching. What's wrong there?
This man is talking about a children's tale of a giant bat that snatches children. This is...
Well, it's Aboriginal mythology, so it's still like a decent threat.
So it's then advanced to snatching adults now.
Sir, where exactly did you say you saw him?
This is a total tale.
It was at this weird city. It was near this weird ruins. I came out of a hole. Supposedly
Out of the city.
Yeah, I came out of this big cave. It looked like a city entrance, I think. I don't know. I never went there. I was minding my own business, and then I saw this giant bat wants to take my friends, and I freaked out, and I came here. And these stones protect me from the bat.
Would it be safe to rest here?
Yeah, but
there's no way there's no way this is real. He's on the same drugs that's our friend the British spy was on.
Oh, come on, Athena. I've met plenty of children's stories that turn out to be real. Like just the other
Next you're going to say the Loch Ness monster is real.
What's a Loch Ness? Well, anyway, the one time I thought that talking snakes wasn't real, but then we found one that was talking and hissing and hollering down in the farm one time, and it was all threatening at first, but then when my pa started proselytizing at it, it went away and never came back.
Okay,
you know what? I'm not even going to ask what that is.
Identified.
Do the stones that he's pointing at, do they have similar symbols to the tattoos he has
roll
on his
a
body?
perception check.
All right.
These natives are going to be the death of us.
That was my second natural one in a row. 1 in 400 chance, baby.
You don't know for sure. You can't. The stones look just normal to you. You can't confirm or deny it.
Them sure are stones. I tell you what.
Yep.
Does anyone else want to look at the stones or like anything else?
I guess I could look at the stones. What would that be?
Arcana check or.
Okay, yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, I'd like an investigation check if I can.
Oh, that's gonna be a 27.
All right, Mando, you realize these stones are just normal stones at all, and this guy's like completely loony.
Yes, I'm telling you, the man is out of his head. He's on
you also
the
do realize
drugs.
this guy is magical. You get the magical aura, so he's definitely a magic user.
He's a voodoo doctor. That's what they called him in America, right? The voodoo.
Fraulein Storm, what exactly makes you say that?
The rocks are nothing. The rocks. We're looking at rocks.
Can I see what she sees now that she points it out? DM, can I see what she sees now that she's pointed it out to me?
Yeah, you can get the gist that this guy's is a bit mad. He's not like insane, like violent insane. He's definitely like just kooky, like Castaway. When he talks to the ball, it's like that.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Oh, on what?
Just casting it, just to see if there's anything in my visual cone.
All right, so you cast Detect Magic. The stones are not magical, but you're also getting a magical signature from the guy himself, so you definitely know he's a magic user.
Okay.
So
cool.
The dingo's.
But there's nothing like specifically he's wearing or anything like that.
No, nothing. The tattoo does have this is just more symbolic. Really, it doesn't have any effect.
Maybe he just knows how to talk to rocks.
But you do get a sense of that strange energy from that energy rift hair in reality that that created the spider spawn out of. So you realize he can tap into the dreamlands.
What?
Eddie is.
So what school of magic would this be if you had to define it? And if you don't,
it's hard
if you
to
don't have
say.
one,
Video
that's fine.
encompasses a lot, but it's a lot of like enchantment and conjuration.
Okay.
I was about
got
to say
it.
conjuration, probably.
Because mainly dreamers can like warp reality. I mean, dreamers can use like fireballs, so it's not like But conjuration and enchantment are the two main schools that dreamer, sorcerer, magic users use.
Eddie's just going to ask the guy, "Hey, can you talk to rocks?"
No, I can't talk to rats, but I can talk to my dingoes over here. That's bingo, that's dingo, that's duolingo, that's triplingo.
Are you serious?
Yes, I made the duolingo. That was intentional. Yeah, they're actually fun.
Tess, is
Duolingo
Duolingo? That's a bird.
No,
correct?
no, it's not. It's also a dog name.
It's an evil bird. It shames you into doing things.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I could always ask Poe. He might know what that is.
I think one time my pa might have hired a farmhand from Mexico that was named Duolingo who tried to teach me a little Spanish.
That's the same bird. That's a devil bird.
He definitely wasn't a bird. Never wasn't a bird.
Well, anyway, I don't think we can get much more out of this fella here. We should probably move on.
Bye,
Okay.
dingoes.
How long have we been traveling?
For a few hours now. You guys can take a short rest
Okay.
if you want, because I don't know if we're gonna
I am
into the city.
so
I'm
tempted
good.
to want to cast Speak to Animals just so I can figure out like if the dingoes know something. But you know what?
You can't speak
I'm okay.
They just tell you, "Help! We've been stuck with this crazy asshole for years."
Well, actually, alright, so you cast it on the dingoes, and the dingoes do say, like, yeah, he is kind of loony, but he does actually have magic with them, so they kind of, like, are with him. Because, he's protected them from other predators and helping them hunt kangaroos.
Oh well.
So he
good
is,
luck
like,
with your
well, you
kangaroo
think
hunting.
he's crazy for a human, like, he does genuinely help them, so, they just kind of go along with it.
Oh well, congratulations on your two-legged protection, I suppose.
Now,
And we continue on.
Speaking of giant talking birds, I have always wanted to meet one of those arrow cockers. I think that's what they're called.
Eric... I mean, you should have been an arrow cocker, like, it's not that uncommon.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be smart enough to realize it's not arrow cocker.
Yeah, everyone's kind of confused by your weird redneck language from Apple. Wait, you heard
Volto gets it. Volto
No,
understands it.
he's from North
So
Texas.
does West Mitten.
oh.
He used to summer down in the south.
Volto gets it. He just smiles.
He's an
Like,
he's an impoverished farm boy from Texas. He couldn't afford school.
And I like the whole time, like Athena is just shaking her head, just muttering in German under her breath. We have the dumbest group. I thought the last group was dumb, but holy shit, these are dumb.
I mean, they're not less crazy, Mando. So I mean, it's like pick your poison here.
It's crazy or dumb. I'd rather the dumb than
Hey,
the
now.
crazy.
One will kill
I've
you
got
and
an-
one will make you
I
wish
have
for
an
death.
intelligence of 14, thank you. I'm not entirely dumb.
Tess is just sitting here amused all to hell right now. She's like, huh, this is not bad. Could be worse.
I mean, you do get me to basically sit next to you the whole time.
Yeah.
So,
Close to my
question.
bosom, it's fine.
As she does. She does.
So I don't want to say, I didn't want to say it back at the bar for fear that I might come off as a bit dim-witted. I know, a bit of a stretch. I mean, who could think I'm an idiot, you know? But, I heard one of you mentioned Dampire?
Dampier, actually.
Oh,
And
you're
Tess
a
raises her-
Dampier, eh?
Oh,
All right.
Okay, you know what? We'll go with this. Just say half vampire. We'll work with that.
Half vampire?
DM.
Yeah.
Volto would like to use Know Your Enemy while he is watching Tess.
Okay. What do you want to know?
What do you wanna know?
exactly?
I would like to know if her constitution is higher than mine or not.
Bitch.
Is it-
So do I notice that he's looking at Tess
Roll perception.
oddly? Roll perception.
It's just part of my feature. I don't have to roll anything for it, unless you'd like me to anyway.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if I see you looking at Tess wrong.
How the hell? How in the Sam?
My Constitution's 13, by the way.
How in the Sam hell does someone end up a half vampire? That's like saying you're half dead. How do you be half dead?
It's simple. My father was a vampire. My mother was a half elf.
You must have to take a lot of Viagra to conceive you, though.
They had a baby. It does happen.
Well, yeah.
Eddie looks scandalized and horrified. He looks like he looks at you like he doesn't even know you anymore, even though he only met you this morning. He says, "You're elf?"
Yeah, she's got the long ears.
She's an elf pyre.
You know what? Yes, I'm an elf pyre. We'll go with that for right now, all right?
I got 18 perception to see if Volto is looking at Tess wrong.
Yeah, you see Volto's looking at Tess if she's very sussly.
Okay, I am gonna do.
Could I flavor it? Could I flavor it? So, if you're watching Volto closely, you will see that he'll kind of like look off in the distance, and there's like a light bulb that kind of goes off in his head, and you'll see his head slowly turn towards Tess. And there isn't like a searing hatred behind his eyes, but instead it's like all of that kind of fades away, and there's something more objective, but also primal at the same time. Yeah. And he's like completely downloading Tess's entire form.
And so, like, basically,
my constitution, in case you need to know my constitution, my constitution is 14.
Okay, so it's higher than mine. Okay.
So, like, if I see this, I'm gonna just kind of, like, very subtly to, like, unless you're looking, you won't notice it, but, like, I kind of, like, block Tess a little bit, and I do an insight check on you.
All right.
So,
Tess just looks at him and winks.
I'll give it to her for free because she's caught me looking. That you can kind of figure out that I'm actively profiling her at this point.
And like, so me seeing that, I'm gonna give you kind of like a death glare and like slowly just kind of show my revolver, nod, like basically saying, "You don't touch her, put it back," and then I just kind of.
Oh, he hasn't drawn anything. He's just looking.
No, like I'm not drawing.
Oh, you're putting it back. I'm sorry.
I'm showing that like the basically non-verbally. I'm showing that I will fight you if you harm her.
Tess just looks at Volta for a second, raises an eyebrow. You know, you're looking at me, darling, as if you either want to bed me or fight me. So let's just get this over with. Which one do you want?
Do I have to pick the order?
Yes.
Oh, you're that kind of a person. And she just smiles casually and just takes a sip from the rum flask.
As I look over at her, I go, "Who doesn't like a little pinch and tickle?"
See, now that's what I'm saying. And he kind of throws a thumb over to West.
He's very funny.
I mean, I like getting tickled as much as the next guy, but I don't know what that has to do with anything right now.
All right.
Oh, honey, I don't think anyone's tickling you.
Oh my.
Oh, burn.
He won't get it. He's a goblin.
I know. But anyway.
Yeah, that's something.
All right.
Well, yeah.
I also like something else she's gonna do is she's just gonna like reach over and just like put my arm around Tess's shoulders, protectively.
Sure, protectively.
Well, either way, Tess, or Miss Carlisle.
Oh no, Tess is fine, dear.
Oh, Miss Tess, even if you were as an elf a bit, you know, I'm sure we can still be friends. I mean, it's not like you're related to any of them down at that Podunk, Altus, and unless you're related to them evergreens over there, that family of bastards.
No, I'm from London, and I'm related to the Carlisle family.
What?
All right.
Yeah, like distant cousins. Actually,
What
Carl,
on
in the book,
earth
Carl
is he
does
talking about?
have some cousins in England, so there is actually some truth to that.
You see,
So-
across the border, my family has a long-standing feud with some elves that run another homestead just
What is
a
it,
bit
Hatfield
of a
McCoys
ways.
or something?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, no. Nothing too violent, but we do tend to throw piss at each other every now and again.
Oh no relation there.
Wonderful. I guess we can be friends. I also don't know why my family don't like the other ones. They don't really do anything anymore these days, and I just know that my daddy always tells us that that's how it's been, so I always say, there's got to be a good reason.
I'm betting
Well,
on a
let's see.
pig.
But let me answer a couple of questions that I usually get. 1, yes, I do consume blood. 2, it doesn't have to be from a living victim, although it's kind of nice to have a nice little warm meal if it's willing. I never take anything without asking permission first. Also, no, I am not going to go for anyone's thighs. If you've ever talked to a certain red-skinned Russian, that is not what I do. And also, no, I am not a prostitute or a street performer.
After you mention thighs, you can see Valto kind of shift and hear some clinking.
I have no interest in thighs. Sorry.
What about
As long as you patch me up, I'm willing.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't care for thighs much either. Chicken thighs they're too greasy for me, honestly. I prefer like dry preserves. I like those. I also like, and he just gets on a tangent, completely misunderstanding how.
All right, I think this is a good point to end the session. As basically,
This is so
Goblin
fascinating.
goes on his long rant about how he likes cooking his chicken wings. As you guys long rest through the night, getting ready for your journey for next session.
All
So
right.
we long rest or short rest?
Long rest.
Okay, great.
But yeah,
I'll do that.
so
Return next time, where we learn why Eddie is still convinced that buffalo are a bird.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. All right. Holy moly. This is a great
Sounds about right.
session. Great
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
session,
that went
everybody.
well, nice.
And thank you guys so much in the chat for chatting, of course, and for anyone who's going to watch this later. Yeah. So let's go ahead and go around the horn. We're going to do this lefts and rights again. Magic Man.
All right, you guys can find me Magic Man on Discord and Magician 20 on X. Because sadly my account got hacked, so I have to rebuild my account. So it's been slow going.
All right, West Mitten.
You can't find me really anywhere. I'm sure that will set off somebody going, I found you on this and that and this thing over here. But I don't stream or anything. I'm just here for the love of the game.
We love that. We love that. Tess.
I'm not even going to lie. You can actually Google search my name and find me on several different platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My image is usually the first 12 image results. Currently, you'll probably find me making posts about the upcoming Darkness Emergent, which is a Vampire the Masquerade LARP hosted by Night Studios, of which I am the CEO, and me doing a lot of mermaid exploits. Yeah.
Nice. And they can find you under like Dragon Wolf or which screen name?
Dragon Wolf 2K on Discord. If you shoot me a message, I will respond and I'll probably have a 45-minute conversation with you and not know where I met you. And my Facebook is Daphne Reader.
Very cool, very cool. And I think it's Drama Goblin right below me.
If you guys want to see Drama Goblin related stuff, my Twitter handle is the Drama Goblin 1. YouTube is the Drama Goblins. Channel's been a bit inactive last year, but we're working on that part. We just love the D&D stuff, and this was a lot of fun.
All right, Jack. Over there. Ha ha ha.
Hey, my name is Jack Spade. You can find me on Twitter or X at Jack Spade. I also stream pretty irregularly. I'm working on getting a set schedule for that. I'll be playing TTRPGs, streaming, regular RPGs, video games, and I'll also be sharing my process for how I construct TTRPG content, things like modules and things like that. Right now I'm working on a series of videos where I break down my DM'd sessions of Tyranny of Dragons. So I already have one episode up right now, and episode 2 is going to be coming shortly. So thanks.
All right, and finally, myself. I am UntamedMando. You can find me on X, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Discord, YouTube, Rumble, and then there's probably something else I'm forgetting. Oh, TikTok as well.
I was gonna say Tinder.
No, not. My husband might have something to say about Tinder. But yeah, you can find me. I try and stream regularly. I'm trying to get back into the habit of streaming regularly on my own channels. You will see me on my friend Jacob Ironside's channels on most Tuesdays, where he reviews older movies, which is great. And then Thursdays, my friend Roman of the Empire, great guy, old man of the internet, where we just talk about random stuff. And apparently I am known as the scissor person, so do with that what you will. You should watch on Thursdays to see what that means. And yeah, basically the scissor me timbers. And also apparently, like, I'm a criminal, I burn my friends, I hate lions, I'm loud. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time on Roman's show. And then every other Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, you will see all of us again playing some Dungeons and Dragons. It's gonna be great. What is up, Mr. Bloop Bloop? For those of you who don't know, Mr. Bloop Bloop is my tech support / husband. He's great. He's a great guy.
Aww.
I know. He's the only reason that I can handle technology, because he's a tech wizard. So yeah, that's me, and hopefully we will see you next time. It will be not this upcoming Saturday, but the Saturday after that, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see us rolling some more dice, and hopefully I don't poop in a bag again, and Tess doesn't eat someone's thighs. So long, everybody.
Bye.
Meet us next time where we do battle against the famous Australian outlaw Wallaby Jack.
Exactly. Toot-toot.